Hello everybody, what's up? We should be unmuted. Let's see, the music should be about the right level. And that's nice. Sorry for the light mode. Okay, so let's see. I have a lot of windows open. Okay, that can stay. For now, let's see. Okay, let me tweet that the stream is live. Okay, the tweet should be out. Now, let's see. Okay, let's change the stream title. Okay. Actually, let me see something. Stream title should be updated. Okay, let me add an emoji to the title, because that's how we roll. Okay, that should be good enough. And let's see. Okay, so as you seen or haven't seen inside of a tweet or in the tweet, that's kind of loud. I think. Let me turn that down a bit. Okay, so as you can see, I've worked basically all all of today on this Wheelbarrow's texture. I think it turned out really well. Like, I really like it. Yeah, I only have the copper variant for now, or rather the oxidized variant. So there's that. And tomorrow I'll probably work on other variants. Couldn't get much done because that really took a lot of time. And in addition to that, I spent like 1.5 hours trying to debug why my texture was wrong. Like, if you look at that face, now you can see that the darker corners of the block, let's call them nails, like the copper, same nails the copper block has. Let me wax that, just so it stays unoxidized. Okay, so as you can see, let's call these nails, they point bottom right, the same here. And for some reason, when I exported my texture from Blockbench, then as you can see here, they point bottom right too. They would point, I think, top left or something like that. Anyway, the texture was basically flipped, like 180 degrees. And I'm struggling, sorry. So yeah, I spent like 1.5 hours trying to debug that. And I think I finally came to the conclusion that it was some combination of this setting here, the flip y-axis, and my model's renderer. Let's visit that. See, this is the model, this is the entity, never mind, this is the renderer. I think some combination of my models of that setting and the transformation I apply here in that multiply by a rotation axis. I'm still not sure how I fixed it, but it seems to be fixed for now. And there's only one issue, that if I place it before it rotated towards me, same way the boat does, so if I get in, it faces the same way as I do when I place it. Now one of the rotations I apply to it makes it behave weird. Here it was, here it, okay, never mind, it's off too. So now it rotates like not how it's supposed to. So I guess that's the first thing we'll try to fix today. Okay, so let's first see what the model looks like without any rotations other than the default yaw. And it will probably be upside down. Let's check. Okay, I don't think I need the blockbench file. Actually, I think I want to move that, but whatever, I will do that tomorrow stream. Not sure what's the practice here supposed to look like. Like, should it touch anything or can it just float on its own there? Whatever. Okay, so don't need that for now. And let's see what the model looks like without any transformations applied. What else do I have open? Could be closed. Now the music is really quiet. Let me turn that up. And okay. Okay, so now it's upside down. Okay, so what if hitbox was below it? So what if I guess I do need the block bench. I don't have any transformations other than yawn, and now I disable that setting, leap y-axis. And let's save that, and I will probably have to export that too, yep. So let's do that. And let's see what changed. Okay, everything changed. Fine. Sure, what else I expected. What's the last pivot actually? Okay, that's for the bottom. Okay, and I also, between the streams, got rid of all the unused bones. So previously I had like handles here and different front parts, and now I just have the bones that are used. I don't think I plan to do anything with them anyway, so that should be fine. Maybe I want to have a wheel animation, but that should be easy enough to add. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so yeah, as you can see now, the texture is wrong. Okay, it's correct. Also rotates iffy. Not the way it's supposed to. Okay, so yeah, if you look now, the texture seems off. And yeah, I'm not sure how else to describe it, but basically all of the faces are flipped. So let's see if I can fix that by restarting Blockbench and re-exporting that. And I mean, it shouldn't change anything. So all I did was restart the program. And the texture remains untouched. Man, I'm so happy with how it looks. It took so much time. Okay, I guess I didn't delete the temp file. Okay, so I mean, it would be nice if it was just fixed, the texture. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Yeah, the texture is off. For some reason. What if I and delete the texture. Never mind, I can't delete it because I have only one copy of it. Actually, let's delete it and let's import. Maybe it will do something. Not here, assets. Okay, I mean, nothing should have changed. And probably nothing will, so then we'll have to go back to doing the transformations. Okay, so now what's going to happen if I add just the boat transformation? That does not get cast to a float. Doesn't. So let's bring that back and let's see. Now I would expect the texture to still be off, but the wheelbarrow to be rotated correctly towards me when I place it. I'm struggling a bit with my windows. So let's see, I think I want it like that. And man, Spotify is really big. Make it the smallest it can be. And I think that's okay. Okay. So yeah, now it rotates towards me like it's supposed to. And why do I destroy the blocks behind it? Okay, also I'll have to change the sounds it makes. Okay, so that's the same entity destroy sound. Okay, and copper actually has a nice sound. Yeah, I do like that. Oh. Okay. So, okay, and the texture is still incorrect. So, I guess I do have to have that toggled on. The deep y-axis. And then we'll have to experiment with the transforms inside of the render function. Which is unfortunate because I don't really want to do that. But it is what it is. See? Okay, so, man, JD, can I restart it? Ah, it will probably have the same errors just twice. It did last time I did that. Okay, but let's hope that's not the case. Okay, actually, it worked, so that's great. And let's see. Okay, so now it is rotated correctly towards me, but it's upside down, and the texture, as you can see, is correct. Like it's upside down, but it looks fine. So, so we gotta fix that. Okay, so I would like to rotate it. Okay, which axis is it? Axis. is it? It should be the Z-axis. Like rotate it, that, do a barrel roll basically. Barrel roll, oh man, it's hard to say. Barrel roll. Barrel roll. Okay, whatever. Barrel. Sorry. Okay, so let's try that. Should be this, and let's say positive Z, 180 degrees. Let's see what happens when I do that. Man, it's taking such a long time to restart. In 20 seconds. So, still. Okay, yeah, so it went. So I have to translate it to its below the block. Is it rotated correctly? No, it's not. So I have to fix that too. I wonder why that's the case. And guess that somehow. Okay, what if I rotate that after first transformation? Let's see. Or the boat thing, like here. Okay, yeah, and back to what I was saying. I think that's because I don't have a pivot point that would be like smack in the middle of the whole wheelbarrow, so I would have to add another bone, a group, search outline, okay, outline colors. What does that do? Sure. Okay, it colors the groups. Okay, so I can change the marker colors, that's nice. Toggle more options, okay, so there's that. Sport. So wait, where was I? Yeah, I would have to group all of these and set the pivot point like somewhere in the middle. I'm not a fan of. Okay, so now it's rotated correctly. And then it seems to be rotated correctly. Yep. Now I just have to translate it. That should be it, man. But why do I have to do all these things? Oh. Okay, so let's hope that fixes it. And how do I care about these transformations? Because the only thing that comes to my mind is like opening a GitHub issue. So I don't think that's an issue with my setup. At least I mean, let's see. My model faces north, which is correct. The same way the boat, the same way the boat does it. Let's actually see what happens if I open the boat. What are the project settings on that? Okay, it doesn't even have anything related to flipping y-axis. Yeah, it faces the correct way. The texture score seems to be fine here. Without this transformation, it looks off. I would like to avoid them, but I don't think there's a way, so maybe I will try to open a GitHub issue tomorrow, or like after the stream. Okay, so it seems fine. Let's go. Let's toggle hitboxes. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Seems to work fine in every direction, so that's cool. And why do I destroy these blocks? Okay, so next thing on the agenda, let's comment those changes. things. That would be entity mono. Something like that. A very descriptive commit. Okay, so next thing would be to make it not behave like a boat. Because yesterday whatever, copied the update velocity logic. It floats. So that's not ideal. I mean, it's kind of chill. Yeah, I don't think that's the behavior I want. So let me think. Let's first make it sink. See it already is on land. I think that music is a bit too loud. Actually, no, it seems fine. So let's make it sink. That would be the oops. The entity and update velocity. Okay, there's yaw velocity. I'm still not using that. So let's check the boat entity too. And let's see again what the yaw velocity is used for. So it's used inside of the update velocity function. And it's just set. And update paddles. And then in setting yaw, okay, so I still don't have that. Which I'm guessing is for, let's see, where's the F? Set velocity, oh man, that's really complicated. And for some reason, my... Okay, never mind, I do have a Java tree sitter. For some reason, the colors are off here. It doesn't help. Why are they off? Not sure. Okay, so this should be the first statement in update velocity. Here we check if we were on air, and if we aren't on air anymore, and if we aren't on land. So if we got magically teleported to the water. Okay, so let's just remove that and see what happens. Actually, let's comment that and see what happens. Let's see what it looks like now. Rather, what it does now. So I would expect it to sync. That's whatever. Okay, so it syncs nicely. Okay, so that was easy enough, I guess. Let's see, can I place it? Okay, I can't place it underwater, so there's that. What happens if I push it here? Okay, it does the same thing. happens if I push it into lava? Okay, it burns. That's okay. I wonder why it drops as an item. Does the boat do the same? Let's check minecart. Yep, okay. That's fine. See, I guess that means I can remove the underflowing water condition or other logic. So I just care about water and don't care about its type. Do I care about its type? See, what is the underwater difference between underwater and water? Y mode is bigger. It's actually quite big. Let me see. How do I check it? Okay, so this is flowing water. So let's set that up. Okay, so let's make a wall of flowing water, I guess. Something like that. And let's see what happens if I push a boat into it. Okay, nothing special. I'm really fast. I think that's that thing. Rather that thing. Under just water, the velocity decay is huge. And not under just water, actually, I didn't sink there, I don't think. Let's see, do I sink? Nope, I don't. Okay, I do after. Okay, so that's confusing. Do I? Or do I not? Okay, I get pushed and I sink. Okay, so that thing is probably unneeded. I don't need to be faster under flowing water. Oh, never mind, that would be... Well, let me see. Which part is it? Okay, so underflowing water makes me sink. Okay, but I'm going to sink anyway. Okay, so let's do it one step at a time. Let's do that. Be it entity, and that would be sink. Yeah, so if I push it here, okay, so yeah, now it's really fast. It has the same logic, I think, as the boat. That's some really slow sinking. Let's see if I push a minecart here. Stops. Okay, and then it was really fast under flowing water. But is that because... Is it fast so that it works under horizontally flowing water? Okay, stop. How do I clean that up? Yes, I think that's for making it like fast here in that case. Kind of. Okay, so I guess I do need some additional flowing. Just check the minecart entity. see. Velocity. Okay, I guess that would mean abstract. 1, find velocity, get velocity multiplier, rails, move of rail. Let's see, is there anything about water? Move on the rail if touching water, apply slowdown. Okay, so if it's touching water. Not quite sure what's happening here. Oh man, I didn't want to close that. What is that file? Let's recover. Okay, that took a moment. And the import statement is highlighted incorrectly, so I'm gonna restart that. And let's see. Okay, that should be that in terms of restarting. And then, okay, so that makes me think. But being underwater also makes me think. So do I need anything special here? This F. Still haven't renamed that. Okay, so this is like additional Y decay. Okay, so then there is yaw velocity, and it's modifying yaw velocity. Let's see, what do I actually need here? Additional Y mode is that only when I'm in water and underwater. Okay, but I don't care about being in water. This velocity decay, the velocity decay is by default it's that. Oh. Well, let me think. Okay, sorry, had to reply. Okay, I'm still thinking about that underwater and in water logic. So I definitely don't care about additional Y mod. Okay, so what happens here? Is it positive or negative? It is this water level minus the Y I'm on divided by my height. I think this is just half, like so that I'm float slightly below the water level. Okay, but I'm not using that because in water I always sink. Let's try to get rid of the in water things. Man, I'm not sure if I do want any special flowing water velocity rules. When are they actually applied? Okay, underwater makes me sink. I think everything. Okay, so I need inner and I need underwater. I guess I need. Okay, so I shouldn't need in water. So let's command that and let's see where else is it used here. Let's command that. Okay, so if check wheelbarrow in water, land in air. Okay, so should be able to remove that. And that shouldn't have to be wrapped in an else now. Check water, check wheelbarrow in water. And that's unused now. Okay, and let's see how it behaves now. So it still sinks, and yeah, I would just hope it still sinks to the bottom. And that will be good enough if that happens. And I can't wait to find out all the bugs that will happen because of it. Underwater and underflowing water. Still don't like that there's a distinction. And wheelcart seemed to have the same. Okay, so let's see if I push it. The next thing I should do is controlling it actually. So it's still synced, as expected. See if it falls. And it will fall. And does something special here. No, but just synced. Okay, and it seems to slow down nicely underwater. I guess that underwater it just falls down slower. Is that right? Maybe I should make it fall down faster actually. It would be fun. Underwater. Is underwater. Okay, so that's the get underwater location. Where's that used? Underwater, underflowing water. Okay, so let's see. I did the Y mod. Okay, so that makes me fall, I'm guessing, more. Okay, let's just crank that to 9 and see what happens. And League has some banger music. Okay, so I guess I would expect it to like sink really fast now in water. Okay, I probably will need some really deep water soon. Okay, no, it actually... Okay, that's fun. Will it continue to... Okay, never mind. Okay, that's so fun actually. It doesn't build the boats do that by default. Yeah, I really like that. just bounces back a bit too slowly and just floats back up. It's fun. Okay. So that's not what I want. What if I set it to 0? Okay, so again, where is the additional Y mode happening when I'm underwater? Now I would like to set it to 0, which will unchange. I can set it to 0. Yeah, okay, so let's just set it to 0, and then the additional logic shouldn't be called at all, because it will still be 0. I wonder what that's going to do. Anything, what would that do? No clue. Maybe it will make it just fall. I mean, it will make it fall differently. Okay, so that fell down really fast. Okay, like that. It's actually kind of what I want for a copper wheelbarrow. I mean, it should fall. Technically, in air it too should like fall much faster. Okay, that's so fun. Like it just boom goes straight to the bottom. Okay, so what if now I wanted to make it slightly let's see, slightly slower. Let's see, why did I remove that? So I don't need the in-water logic anymore. Underwater location. Okay, so there's that in-water location. I think that's what it was. Yeah, don't need that. Okay, so let's try to change that to modify underwater velocity. I think that makes sense. Call that a boolean. False by default, and here we set it to true. And now I don't. This can. Okay, so this was the default value. What if I make it a half? Okay, I think that's when it bounces back. And this is times 3/4 too. So let's try to see. How that works out now. And let's use the summon command so it's faster. Let's say summon wheelbarrow, and that would be okay. So I want my coordinates 32, 75, and 12. Okay, now it just perpetually like falls slower and slower. Is that what I want to happen? Maybe. I mean, kind of. Kind of, because yeah, that is kind of what I would expect to happen to a boat. But I guess I would want that to happen even slower. It makes sense, I think that's how stuff falls underwater. Yeah, it definitely slows down. Okay, it doesn't speed up. Okay, so that makes sense what I said first, and I wanted to like go down real fast underwater. But I guess it shouldn't be slowed down by that much. Let's try to spawn it here, so that it has some more place to fall. Longer distance to fall. Ah man, I should have spawned it higher up. Okay, sorry, I have to reply. Okay, okay, and I guess it stopped falling, yeah, after reaching. It's still falling, but really slowly. How do I light up here? Say glowstone, I guess. And that should be good enough. And now let's summon it higher up. Okay, it falls, and now it got stuck on fish. Okay, and it yoinked the fish. So does it just get slower and slower? No, it now seems to have reached a constant rate. I think that just should be faster, and other than that, it's fine. Let's see, do I have to adjust it up or down? I probably don't need to make calculation. Let's just put a constant value here. Okay, so plus and multiplied by. What happens if I don't adjust it at all? No, it's just not multiplied here. Like, it doesn't really make sense, I don't think, to do it here too. So let's refactor that. Let's see, what does it have to be set to? I think if I see what happens if I don't have anything here. I would guess that it will just not sink. Sure, it's something like that. Oh man. Get back here. Yeah, it probably won't sink now. Or it will. Okay, so I need to. Okay, nice. It remembered the commands I had. Okay, so so it falls on the same rate it does in air. I guess that's what it's for. Click faster, much faster. So I gotta slow it down. Okay, so velocity decay. That's for. Let's see, that's for X and Z. And Y is modified by the Y mode, which is 0, or if we are under flowing water, it's that. plus. Okay, so let's add. Let's add the brackets here. I didn't want to do that. And let's try to do something like double y multiplier equals 0. And here we set it, okay, here we multiply it by that. Y mod, y multiplier, okay, I mean mod for adding, whatever. And in underwater we do multiplier equals that. Let's see how that works out. That's a really long time to wait every time. I guess, I mean, if I was using the debug stuff that I read about on Wiki, then I could not have to do that after restarts, but I'm not using that. I don't think I have the option to any of him. Okay, so that's that's fun. Okay, I set it to 0. It should be 1, my bad. 1. Why does it F has to be specified here, okay, because by default it's a double. I guess. See, anybody doing anything cool while we wait? Yeah, I'm jamming so hard to that music. Okay, sorry for that. Oh man, disconnected. Am I? I am. Okay, so let me try to resolve that. Okay, reconnection successful. Okay, that's unfortunate. Sorry, let me check something real quick. Okay. So I didn't see how fast was it falling. Summon another one, and let's see. This one just slows down by actually quite a lot. And it hope that it happens gradually. Yes, it stays fast for a bit. Okay, yeah, and then slows down until it reaches that. Then it doesn't slow down anymore. Okay, and I think that's almost perfect. Like, I would want it to be just a bit slower. Here, I guess I could make it I think, the Y mode. Let's see, is that? So do I want to change the multiplier or the mod? Let's change the multiplier. Okay, actually, let's see which direction does it go. If I increase it, then it should fall faster. So I want to set it to like, okay, let's set it to a half and let's see how slow that is. If the music is too loud, let me know. But it should be still fine, should still be fine. Yeah, so now it goes down really slowly. So I'm gonna find something between half and 3/4, say 65. And I probably want to make it fall slightly faster in air. Let's make it that. I'm not sure if that will apply, but it will on next restart. I don't need to see it now, so it should be good. Wonder what minecarts full velocities. So I think that's still a bit too slow. Let's make it 0.7. And whatever, it can select that there. I will, I guess, just have, I mean, test different values off stream and we can move on. Okay, under flowing water, then it falls down much slower for some reason. I think I want it to actually fall faster. I mean, I think it makes sense for a boat, because like you kind of maybe want to go under a waterfall or something like that and not instantly sink. Yeah, for a wheelbarrow, I think under flowing water. Yeah, oh, and this is under flowing water, by the way, and not in flowing water. So we should be good. Okay, are there like wheelbarrows here, or where? I guess I destroyed them. Yes, I think that's like a nice speed. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, so that looks like a fine velocity. Let's see the velocity in air. Okay, let's summon it a bit higher. Let's actually do that on land, so I don't have to fish it out. So that would be... Okay, let me do it. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. It takes me so long because I have to figure out my keyboard layers every time. So that would be -1. Let's make it 120 and summon. Okay, so that was, I think, really slow. And slows down right above land, ground. It's actually, never mind, that seems like fast enough. Let me see from above. It's actually, that seems like reasonably fast. Yeah, I would guess that underwater, if I like make a column here. Now, how do I make it stay inside of it? Maybe like that. And I can't summon it. Huh. Then, okay, and if I push it. Huh. I wonder what that is for. Underflowing water. That took a really long time for some reason. But let's see what happens if I have like a bigger, a deeper hole here. Okay, so that took a really long time and then sped up. I guess that's this thing. So what if I make it like -1? Man, my layers like -8. Then it should like under flowing water. Then it should sink like really fast. It's nice music too. Not sure what that's from. Yeah, it went down really fast. Okay, yeah, that's what that is. What it's for. So what do I want to do under flowing water? Actually, I want to increase the Y mode. I definitely don't want to decrease it. Do I want to? Okay, so it's only used here. Just make it okay, so it can stay like that. Let's just move that where it's used. Y multiplier, velocity decay. Okay, so these can stay here. And then do I want to? Okay, so I don't want to. I don't want to decrease the Y mode. And it do wants to increase the Y mode, I guess it should go back up here. And then and here in under flowing water, let's make it Y mode equals. It should be slightly slower than in air. It should still be. So let's make it that. See what happens. Right, so that makes it slower than in air, which makes sense. I'm struggling to think what I want to do here. See how fast that falls now. I wonder if I could remove the whole underflowing water logic. And then I could just, okay, I mean, it's just one check here. While I check if I'm underwater. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It can stay as a nice to have. Oh wait, where is it? What happened? Oh man, that's fun. It goes up. Okay. That's not what I thought would happen. Okay, forgot a minus. So let's restart once again. And I'm guessing, do I want any bubble column logic? I guess I will see what minecart does with the bubble columns, and if it floats, then I guess my wheelbarrow should float too. If it sinks, then it would be really convenient. I wouldn't have to care about it. Okay, that's odd. Sure, why it goes sideways. Yeah, so it flew like sank or fast, and then it chilled. Yeah, so under flowing water it falls like kind of fast, and then under still water it falls down slowly. I think that's okay. Let's check again. Yeah, that's, I think, nice velocity. You just a touch slower. Just a touch. And then I guess it would be bubble columns and then passenger logic soon. Good controlling passenger for an entity. Okay, so any entity can be controlled by any other entity, I guess. Maybe makes sense. Like horses, I guess, and controlled by passengers. Camel, I actually want to see a camel. Not sure what they do, what they look like. Haven't had a chance to play with them. Okay, that looks like a camel. Oh, perhaps its ears, so nice. And such a nice tail. Cool. Let's end its misery. And I actually found today an animated rainbow experience bar, and I wanted to see what that does. I was looking for 4x4 texture packs to get an inspiration from for a wheel. I haven't found any, so there's that. So let me see. What was it that I wanted? Man, that's not good. I wanted to... Okay, yeah, experience bottles. Oh, so it just glows. Okay, that's fun. Okay. Oh, misclick. Now let's see how does the minecart behave. In a bubble column, I'm going to need signs. Let's see, soulstone, soul sand, magma block, signs, or rather, I think it's the... how do I get a minecart inside? Okay, let's first make these and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really elaborate setup. So let's see, soul sound is down, up, and yeah, this is down. I messed up the source blocks, okay. And how do I get a minecart inside now? So I can just summon it here. See, that's the boat sink. Just check that here. Should be easier. Expect it to not sink. It just does. Okay, it sinks after a while. Didn't know that. And it sinks kinda fast. And I'm guessing it is going to... Okay, do I have to expand it? Probably. So let's do that. So that the boat fits. Man, why is that so hard? Oh, that's so much effort to just test that. Okay, so that should be set up properly. Okay, so boat I would suspect just chills here. Okay, I can't put it there for some reason. Oh, I go up after a while. That's curious. That's the same for the magma block. Okay, that should be set up. Okay, so this makes me sink. Makes the boat sink too. And what about a minecart? Man, I really hope it does nothing. That would be too easy. Yep. And here it sinks down much faster. Okay, so I'm gonna take care of that too. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. Just copy the bubble column logic from the boat. Okay, so let's see. I checked that. What's next thing I gotta do? Did I check how fast I sink now under flowing water? I think I did, but let's just make sure. And the speed is like nice. It makes sense. Okay, yeah, it was, I think, okay. And let's make sure that the bubble column behavior isn't built in. Yeah, it isn't. That's the same speed. It does in normal water, and here, okay, and here it did go up. Okay, so that's fun. Actually, I would expect that that's the same behavior for every entity, yeah, like it makes me jump up and down too. Okay, main card does the same, and I think just as high. A bit higher. Wait, does it stop after a while? Let's see. Okay, now it just alternates, kind of. Okay, so my boat, rather my wheelbarrow, like does that, but much higher, like definitely too high. So we'll have to adjust that. I think it should just barely... I mean, it shouldn't do the same as a minecart because it looks like technically, it's not like a minecart. It should be much heavier than a wheelbarrow. I mean, it should be much heavier, actually. So yeah, gonna make that jump less and gonna make that sink faster. Sink. Okay, so let's commit that and sync speed and no in water logic. I think I didn't. Enum. I did remove that. So let's see, we have on land, in air, underwater, and under flowing water. So let's see, what do we work on now? It's either the column, bubble column logic, or let me add actually in readme stuff so I don't forget. Maybe fill with water and deoing water creatures. Let's not do that. Or maybe let's do that. Whatever, it can stay. Key into their thing for eating stuff out in front. Okay, that's still on the menu. Okay, but first, bubble column logic, passengers. What's next? Wobble on damage. Wobble on damage. Does minecart drop with one hit? I think it wobbles same way the boat does. It takes a couple hits, okay. What else? What else? Passengers, wobble on damage. Yes. That would also mean yoinking only when driven. And is there anything else? But just velocity, I guess. Because at the moment it's the same as the boat, which it shouldn't be. Should move much smoother. Let's see, maybe wheel animation. I think that's one thing I want to do. And what else? What else? Okay, I'm not gonna stay for now, since I don't have any more ideas. So let's tackle the column, the bubble column. Water, I guess. Water level. Okay, otherwise. Okay, so is slippery, let's call it that, or rather the slipperiness, I guess. Okay, still not sure what those variables do. Okay, actually get water height below. That might be slightly off because my model I don't think is as high, or rather as large as the boat is. So let's just make sure how large it is compared to a boat, or rather how high it is compared to a boat. Clean up in water logic. And I mean, it would be the easiest if it was the same height. But If not, then we'll have to walk through the thing. Yeah, it's definitely not. Okay, but I think that shouldn't matter because here I call the get Y. Max Y, yeah, from the bounding box. So I don't think that's the issue. Or rather, that there is any issue with that. So that can stay. Box 2, box 1, new box. Okay, meanwhile here, slightly smaller, not sure why. Okay, so let's check out the boat's bubble column logic. Actually, let's add the wobble. Yeah, the damage wobble. Because do I want to make it wobble on water column? I think minecart doesn't do that. And the boat does it. It wobbles, 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 and then launches up. Oops. And then the minecart. Does minecart wobble? Not much. Not really. What happens if I sound it inside here? Summon minecart. Okay, should be able to. Never mind. Can get out. I need to now update the coordinates. That will be the 16, 64, and 14. I think I missed a minus somewhere. That should be minus 16. Okay, it didn't wobble and it launched quite high actually. Yeah, but it doesn't wobble for some reason. While the boat does. Let's summon a boat too. Okay, so it doesn't wobble. I think it got stuck. Okay, it's still stuck. Where do I need to summon it so that it fits? 16 and a half? Nope. Maybe 15? Man, my layers. Okay, kind of. Okay, so let's adjust that. Okay, so I think 13 and a half should be fine. Can I do halves for some reason? And I'm getting so annoyed by my layers. I have to check and change them every time. See, why does it not summon? Yes, right in the middle. So this is actually 16, 14, and 16 and 14. Nope. Can I check it? Test it underwater. I should be able to. I need soul sound, man, sorry. And now I make it sync with that. Well, it makes me dismount. Okay, what if I shove it? Okay, it doesn't wobble, it wobbles only on surface. Okay, that should be cleared up. Okay, so let's add wobble on damage, and then we'll use the wobble logic on in bubble column. Any changes? Nope. Let's see the wobble stuff. Wobble ticks. Okay, we'll need that. Last location is unused now. variant holder type. Let's skip that for now. What is it used for? Okay, so just set variant, get variant. Bubble wobble ticks and bubble wobble that stuff. Bubble column is drag on bubble column surface. Okay, so we'll need that, but that's for later. And let's see what's next. In data tracker. Wobble. Now on bubble column surface collision. Okay, so if okay, so I get that's self-explanatory. So that's for later. Animate damage, okay. And where's that? After the as item. Interact, so let's add that here. And add override. And I need the in static thing too. Is it back to where I was? Okay, that's animate damage. Now in tick, I need the that. After the okay, so after that, as location here. Wobble, wobble. And now in handle bubble column. Okay, so that's for later. I just need these setters. That's after here, and so right at the end, more or less. And definitely after update velocity, I think. Get water height below. I really don't like that I have this function. Is it custom? This. Where is it used? Okay, so it's not used here. It's overridden. Ah, that's odd. What happens if I comment it? I wonder. Let's see, what is it called? Get water height below. Okay, I think it sets, it returns stuff. Get water height below. What could it do? And it returns a float. Oh, no clue. For now, let's skip that. By slipperiness, okay? Slipperiness. Sorry, I messed that up. A lot, so if block isn't a lily pad and matches anywhere. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a collision. Offset by that. And get the slipperiness of that block. Get underwater location. So that's still used. Form. It's never used, huh? So why are there more wobble thingies? It should be used. Wobble, wobble. Math helper. All velocity is now unused, okay. Wobble, wobble strength is unused. Set the damage wobble side. Okay, why do I not have that? Okay, so there is the Okay, so these functions that I've just copied are purely for get damageable strength. Okay, so some of them are used. Are they? Set valuable ticks. Okay, so this is unused. I need something. I guess vehicle entity would have wobble. Yeah, wobble ticks, wobble side, and strength. So I need to do that on my own too. Let's see how this sled does it. Okay, it doesn't have anything about wobbling. Wobble. Render leash. Oh, so does it not wobble? That's lame. I do like the wobbling. Uh-huh. So gotta set these. Man, that's much more stuff. Private. Let's see, where are these set in damage? Damage, damage, damage. I have animate damage. Okay, but I guess now I need that in damage. Okay, so that looks oddly similar to my fall function. Okay, I do have damage, nice. So now I just have to make it wobble. Okay, so let's try to merge that logic in. Okay, so I just need that, I guess. It's in creative. Okay, so I have to do that before it's in creative. Source get attacker. Why is that done before whatever? Yes, I didn't have to comment that line. Yeah, but this is set bubble wobble ticks, and I need set damage wobble ticks. Why would I want two methods for that? Or I guess I will merge them later. Probably two methods because the other is inaccessible to the bot, so that's why that he did it like that. So let's continue searching for wobbling. Okay, init data tracker. Need to take care of that too. Okay, so there are damage wobble ticks and there are bubble wobble ticks, which is odd. Maybe this makes it so that if you punch the wobbling boat, it doesn't get destroyed immediately. Let's test that actually. Okay, I don't think I can have compiler errors at the moment. Let's see, wobble, 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 more wobble. Full velocity. Where was full velocity used in boat entity? That's odd that I don't have that now. So in get water height below. Okay, so I haven't checked what that does. Okay, so this is for when I'm landing on water, I think. Okay, so let's comment that, I guess. Okay, These have to be initialized here. Register data vehicle entity. Okay, so I want that. The yaw velocity is still unused. Okay, so let's comment that too. And let's see what happens. I shouldn't have done that, I guess. Because I do update them, despite not. I think that's only yaw velocity actually. Full velocity is actually unused. Not it is. And difference, landed position. Landed position, where is that used? It's not used. Okay, so I would expect it to wobble undamaged. So it still just disappears when hitting creative. It's not what was supposed to happen. Okay, when I change I've changed the water thingy. Let's see, where was it? Here. You get water hide below. Let's see what happens now, if anything. Nothing, but it fell really slowly. But it falls faster in air. It definitely should fall faster on player. Okay, it kind of does. Like it has the same speed. Let's see, summon, is that still here? Okay, it is. Let's find the other command. Okay, whatever. I guess when you fall with it, it doesn't seem that impressive. Ouch. See, does it fall with the same speed the player does? I gotta go to 120. Okay, so I speed up. Like I take, and I think there should be something else here. And falling in air. Like this velocity decay, that's not it. I guess Y mode should be even larger. Actually, whatever it can say, it doesn't matter that much. Fine if you fall in the same speed. So where were we? The wobble, which for some reason doesn't work. The get water hide below. See in the boat entity, get water hide below. So it's used here in update velocity. Yeah, so that is for not sinking. So I can safely remove that. And what else? So why do I not wobble when hit? damage. Animate damage. Set damage wobble side. Maybe no, I shouldn't need. I mean, I probably do need some wobble logic, like both side both renderer and both renderer. Expect there to be something related to the pitch. Is it? Don't think it's pitch. Wait, which one is yaw? Okay, yaw is that. Get damage wobble ticks. Yeah, okay, so there's that wobble. Okay, so it has all of that. Quaternium. Okay, so I guess I'm a real game developer now. If I've seen a word Quaternion on my screen. Interpolate bubble wobble damage. Okay, so that's for bubbles. That's for damage wobble side. Okay, so let's just add that. Bubble wobble strength. Okay, that is unused for now, I think. That. Okay, so let's find the renderer. Here I need that stuff. Instead, the and the math helper. And the G, which in my case is yo, I think. Should be. Yeah, G, okay, now G is the tick delta. Okay, so this is the second one, which is a tick delta. Matrix stack, so that's let me remove that to matrix stack actually. I need a quaternion. Okay, where do I the quaternion from? This is the boat entity. Let's skip that. Okay, so this is from here. And the G, so G is a tick delta. F, G here should be. And let's rename these. This is the approximate equals. Bubble wobble. And H would be the get damage wobble ticks. Remaining damage wobble ticks, and that would be remaining damage wobble strength. Okay, don't need to be that verbose. Okay, can I do math min, or rather max? The greater of two double values. So that would be, and the damage wobble strength should be that or 0. Does that work? I think it does because, okay, math max. I think it does because it expects, okay, it works with floats too. So I think I want that. So yeah, if it's smaller than 0, then I set it to 0. Yep, that should be fine. I like that syntax more. There if I can see the implementation of it. Okay, if Okay, it's not A. Oh, okay. But maybe I don't actually want it, because it's much more logic, I guess. So let's go back to that. Yeah, you probably still won't wobble. That's just the rendering part. Sorry, got lost in my windows again. Can't find the symbol. Okay, so I guess it's not, can't be imported. Rather used. I still can import it, import and visit it. I really like the both Divinity and Baldur's Gate 3 music. So it would be nice if it wobbled now. Probably won't. Okay, so it doesn't in creative. So it still get one shot. I think I need health somewhere. Actually, not health, but I've seen the logic about not destroying until the wobble strength is greater than something. See. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay, so that should be in vehicle entity, I guess. Let's see that again. Damage. Okay, so if not, get damage wobble strength is greater than 40. Okay, so let's add, I guess, some logs to the damage method. Now let's see, set damage wobble side. Okay, so this is the other side. Now damage wobble takes. And strength is the current strength increased by the amount of damage times 10. Okay, so I think you one-shot a boat with a sword. Because that's 70 damage. Something like that. Okay, yeah, I didn't add the logic for dropping it only when yeah, for the logic I just checked. So yeah, that logic, sorry. So yeah, if it's not there, so if I'm in creative and not should always kill, and that is smaller than, okay, never mind, so that should be that or that, and okay. Okay, no need to make a variable for that, that's clear enough. So I hope you don't hear my chair too much. Okay, now everything damage wobble related should be set. Okay, so it wobbles in the wrong axis. Other than that, it seems to be fine. And Wait, I wanted to see. It seemed to rotate weird, but no, it seems to be fine. Okay, so let's check the sword. Oh no, just give not I Minecraft diamond axe. Yeah, okay, so axe destroyed in one swoop. Okay, so let's adjust the axis. I wonder why that thing is there. Contains all classes of JOMO. It's a JOMO, a Java math library for OpenGL calculations. Java open whatever math library, something like that. Okay, so so much changed, not sure. So I think want to add all of that. Make sure some of these are unused, but they will be used shortly. Entity, and that would be damage wobble. And I kind of don't like how much you have to hit it, like this strength is definitely too much. Whether the wobble amount seems to be too much to me, to my liking. Is too much to my liking. Okay, so first things first, let's fix the axis. That should be positive x, instead positive z. Can I? Hmm. Will I be able to move that somewhere? Let's for now make sure it doesn't break anything. And while that loads, I will go grab myself something to drink, so give me 2 minutes and I will be right back. I'm back. And let's see if the axis is correct. It is, but the pivot point isn't. Okay, so I guess I have to make it one big bone. I don't think there's a way for me to adjust the pivot point. Now it probably will be, oh man, and then I should probably be able to skip the translate logic that I have inside of my renderer function too. So let's launch Blockbench. And let me check if define entity. I mean, okay, so supported, yeah, so this is all of the bones there on the top level. Then they have the single bone versions. Yeah. Oh no, that's not what I thought it would be. Oh. Maybe can just adjust. I can just adjust the pivot point of all of these. Do I really care about the pivot point being like correct for, let's say, front? That. Huh. Makes more sense. I mean, if I make it to one bone, then I think the variables will be unused. I'm not sure what the standard practice is there. Let's see if the aircraft mode, if those entities were single bone or something else. Their banner and their sails. Okay, so there's some, I think, library stuff happening. Get pivot. Okay, so this has a pivot. Get pivot. Is that a method? Nope. Under entity, client. Where are the entities? They should be imported. Yep. Tick. Okay, now I need the model. Renderer, GUI, weapon, entity. Where are the models? Models, custom model.java, data loaders, render model. So that's the BB model. This root is a linked list. Okay, so that's odd. Let's see. How? One single pivot point in multiple groups root children. Finding a single pivot point with multiple groups or root children can be achieved by setting up the model with multiple model render instances. And the parent model renderer will serve as the single pivot point for the entire model. Okay, so I don't think I want to do that. Actually, that seems to be because I don't see any renderer. That's entity. Okay, so I don't need to care about that for now. Changing the entity, I think that's only imports. Yep. Okay, so I care about model entity. not that, but this. Yeah, because I don't seem to have a way to like add a pivot model transform anywhere. Or can I do that somewhere? See, this is in model part builder in create, which returns a model part builder, shockingly. It's in the builder. So I think there's a create somewhere. Get texture, render. Where was that? Render, nope. Okay, can do anything here. Where was the thing that I call initialize any model? Okay, so that thing. Create model. Can I pass a pivot somewhere here? It doesn't look like it. And the child, front, back of model data. Texture height. I think here. Weight equals notify. Okay, so these are just built-ins. Create model. Okay, so there's, I think, that create model. Okay, something here. Nope. Pivot. Okay, so there is pivot. Okay, but these are fields. Okay, but I can set pivot here. Let's try to do that. What should it be? Let's try to set it like here, that I know it works. On a cube. So that's just somewhere ridiculous, like here. So that cube is at -1, 12, and 14. Actually, let me adjust that pivot point. 12 and 14. Yes, okay. Actually at -13 and 15. 0, 13, 15. Okay, I can't do that. I gotta create model. And I'm gonna call that later. Maybe just this model, set pivot here. Can I do that? No, it's undefined. Okay, makes sense. That's only available here. Let's make that a model part. Now set pivot. Okay, but in model set pivot 13, 15. Okay, so that's kind of hacky. Whatever. Hope that works. Okay, because that needs a root. Okay, so if I set the root pivot, then something should happen, hopefully, without me having to recreate or rather add one root bone. Already should have a root. Is that's my reasoning? Okay, sorry, had to answer something. Okay, that didn't really clear things up that much, because yeah, it seems to maybe rotating here, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Once again, somebody wanted something. Okay. Okay, so let's try to put that pivot point like, I don't know, -5. And then I would guess that the wheelbarrow will like uh will I mean it will wobble in the way that we can see it working. Oh, that was a very good way of saying that. Nope, so that doesn't do anything. Okay, but is that the same as boat? Okay, boat actually does wobble that way, but cars wobbles this way. Kind of lagging. Not sure why. Why is it lagging? Is it because of my entity? I don't think it was lagging before. And now it's kinda smooth. I mean, is it? Or am I just... okay, never mind, it seems to be the same. Okay, so I think I want it to wobble... I think I want it to wobble this way. To the sides, rather than front to the back. I'm not sure. I mean, it kind of makes sense for boat not to wobble sideways because it has paddles. This is... okay, so this has a wheel here. Okay, I mean, this has the feet. It doesn't make sense for it to wobble at all. Okay, so the pivot point doesn't do anything. Whoops. Okay, let's clean that up. And let's see. Okay, so damage wobble strength stays the same. Okay, I will probably adjust that so it doesn't wobble that hard. Okay, but there's... gonna adjust the pivot. Okay, so let's just, for the sake of checking how it works, change the pivot of... oh man, I quit Blockbench. Change the pivot of one part. Let's make it the wheel. Actually, not wheel, because I will have to... I will use that pivot later. So the whole back group. So it should have a pivot point right now. Okay, that's the model. That's back, and that should be 18.7. It's not quite it. Okay, I think it's 18 because I have the flip Y thingy, but 7 is correct. So I can just adjust it here. Don't need to edit the model. Make it 50, whatever. And see what happens. Probably nothing, because that's not how it works. But we'll see. I don't think it can be 50. I think it has to be the range of 3 blocks or something like that. So that would be max 48, so let's make it 32. And it shouldn't crash. Or I just messed up something real bad. Pivot separate. Okay, so I guess here I can add the... no, it's not it. That's inside the... add the child, okay. Rotation data. Move data. either or. Huh. I mean, it still wobbles the same, so that didn't help at all. Is it lagging, or is it just me? It seems to be much smoother. If it's placed after, there's a wheelbarrow here. It's laggy for some reason. Actually, yeah, I think. If I get rid of the wheelbarrow. Oh, never mind, that's lagging too. I think that's just lagging randomly, okay. Yeah, there's no wheelbarrow now. Still lagging. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make it one bone. Get that back to 18, and let's Google that. Fabric model. Maybe there is something related to it. And move root groups when the root is off. Pivot point is affecting position. Get coordinates of pivot point in model entity. Why is that in Apple? Just wanna check it out because I'm curious. Developer forums. Okay, probably because that's not just a Minecraft thing. Or is that public extension? Okay, so that's not Java. Learn that the pivot point is related to the folder. You can select everything inside of the folder. Okay, yeah, so that's the bone. I know that. However, let's just add make it one bone. Be the quickest fit. Quickest fix. Actually, I wanted to check here, did I? It has a list, and then it goes through the elements, and it adds some logic. Pivot, nowhere to be found. And the references, bone, cube. Okay, so these are just special rendering stuff. I don't care about that too much. Let's see. Add all of that to the group, to a group. Let's call that main, whatever. Let's see. Optifine has something about that. Head. Head. Okay, so it has head, and everything is head. For some reason it has that. It's empty stuff here. I'm not sure why. See, this is just leg. Yep. Probably does the same for other things, and I'm not sure why. Single bone, let's take in a spider. Okay. Yeah, so it has one group for everything, and then it has groups for everything that's inside, kind of. Head. Okay, it doesn't have a head. It has head. Wonder why. Let's not do that and see what happens. Let's call that body. And move everything inside. Has it saved to a file? Nope. And adjust the pivot point. So these pivot points still work, okay? And I need a pivot point. Okay, so let's... Man, why is it so big all of a sudden? Oh, never mind, I just went the wrong way. Okay, my bad. I would want the pivot point to be somewhere around... Let's add it here, just to make sure it works. Sure, 20. Okay, but now I think that it will A little bit different from what we have now. Let's see. Different. And not really, the pivot point seems to still be somewhere around here. So let me make that 0. Oh. Maybe I should copy the... Let me check if the minecart entities renderer is different in some way. Minecart entity renderer. Okay, so here there's a lot of stuff. So this is for... What's that for? Sure, where's the snap position to rail? Okay. Wobble, and we're here. See, this seems to be the same thing that we have. Rotation degrees, okay, so that's the same thing the boat does. And then we multiply z, and minus 0. Okay, so this is translated to the way the boat is. Sure why. So let's see, there's the get damage wobble ticks. Minus tick delta, okay. And there's the strength minus delta, okay, if we set it to 0. And then if it's bigger than, then multiply x. Okay, so I have z. Rotation degrees, and it seems to be the same function. Let's see, sinus. And then wobble ticks times strength. Okay, the same thing, basically. So I guess the solution is a single bone. So let's make that happen, and let's add the pivot point. Let's try to add it in a reasonable place, I guess. Here. And yeah, all of these are unused now, which I'm not a fan of. But it is what it is. Body. Okay, why are these here if they are unused? Okay, if that doesn't fix it, then I'm not sure what else I could try. And the compilation time gives a lot of room to think. No, it's still the same. Why is that? Hmm. see. Entity axis. So maybe render. On this one, render an entity on client side only. Okay, so that's definitely not what I wanted. I mean, if adding a bone, like one group, didn't fix that, then just try setting a pivot point to like 20 and see if that does it. Does it? Because why not? And if not, then it's probably something in the render function. Or what can I do with a matrix stack? Okay, so just multiply and pick and cast and, okay, not cast, but pick and push equals. Okay, so that's, I think, not that. So basically just multiply, multiply and translate, sorry. Okay, now remove that. And I'm not too hopeful. It didn't do anything. Where's the axis? It seems to be... Let me remove the... For a moment. Okay, so let's undo all of these changes. That would be undo that. Undo changes to the model. That stays. And let's add... Make that... Remove that and just make it as... So I think I just want to make it true. No, I want to make it... So if I'm in creative and the damage roll strength isn't greater than 40. So I want that to be isn't greater than 40. And let's do... well, I'm struggling. Isn't greater than 40 means it's smaller than 40, which I want always to be true. And that took a moment, sorry. Okay, so now it should just keep on wobbling stronger, stronger and stronger. I want to figure out where exactly the axis is. So it just wobbles more and more. Okay, so it seems to be... Okay, that's odd. I know that works like that. And it seems to be like at the top of the entity somewhere. Okay, does it never go down? Let's wait a moment. Okay, it does go down. So it seems to be, I mean, somewhere there, whatever. I'm not sure why. Change entities pivot point. Not that. When I was developing my mod, I accidentally came across this neat thing where if you send the data of the rotation via data merge, you're able to go past the minus 90 and 90 pitch cap. Okay, that's not it. The pivot point, set entity rotation procedure block, adding structure features. Entity modeling and animation. Actually, maybe it has something to do with me doing that after the other transformations. So what if I were to not that if I were to do that logic there, adjusting that rather before. Let's see if that helps. Let's skip that song. Okay, so that helped. Okay, yeah, now that's almost perfect. I think that's actually where I want it to be. It's I think at 0, 0. Yeah, which is fine. So that looks, yeah, that looks decent, I think. Let's see how big it gets if I limit. Wheelbarrow entity, let's do that. Nice. Okay, so slowly but surely this is being finished. Actually, at a rather decent pace, I would say. There's not much to do. Actually, I mean, so far I've been just copying the built-in stuff. So I guess it will hit hit something, whatever it can hit. And I can't come up with a word want to use, but it will hit a stop when I have to figure out how to yoink entities, rather yeet them out. Because I think that's a bit too much. Yeah, because on Minecraft it's not that noticeable. There definitely is. So I'd like to multiply it by a smaller value. Let's make it 7.5. Start. Let's see how much that is. Okay, so that's still a lot. Oh, did I change the wrong value? What if I set it to get damage wobble sign? Rotation, okay, so I get that divided by. Okay, so I need to increase it actually because it's divided by, not multiply. So let's make that 15. I remove that. Whatever. It was before. Yeah, it has the 0 at the end. If I divide that, then it should wobble less, hopefully. Then I'm still really not a fan of these two, but whatever. Okay, so now it wobbles. Okay, so I think that looks good. Like it gets as over exaggerated as the button minecart, but I think that's just the right amount. I think that's fine. I like that. I think I mean, it's still a bit too much at the end, but it's as over exaggerated as the boat, say, and the minecart. Like, this is a lot wobble. So yeah, that's fine. So let's add that. So that would be double axis and strength. Okay, and I think that will be everything for today. So yeah, we got quite a lot done actually. There's wobble, there is the texture, and there's the falling or sinking, sinking, yeah, logic, velocity rather. So now there will be just, stuff left in readme. So let's make it bubble column logic, wobble on damage, change that, and just velocity. Okay. So only that left, and going along pretty nicely. Okay, so I don't think there will be a stream tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. So thanks everybody for watching, and see you.